this segment. My girlfriends are back, and they've got a lot on their minds. So it is time to talk it out, all right? So I want you to please welcome best-selling author and host of Bevelations on Sirius XM, Bevy Smith. And let me tell you something, if you haven't seen Bevy on Harlem, you better watch Harlem. This girl right here. And I want you to give it up for the host of the podcast, Read This, Read That, and Vegan Sexy Cool. It's Jacque Reid. Go, girl! And she is a stand-up comedian who you can catch on tour right now. Give it up for Tammy Pescatelli. All right, y'all. So let's get right to it. It is wedding season, and Tammy, I hear that you got something you want to talk about. What is on your mind?
All right, so as we know, sometimes brides tend to let things out. And there was a bride who went on Reddit to complain, which apparently everybody does. And she went on there and said that 70% of her guests showed up without a card, without a gift. And it's apparently a new trend. When all the comments went on, new trend that the millennials and Gen X think it's okay to not Gen X, Gen Z. Gen X knows that's
we know the break.
We know better. We know we better show up. And I know for me, culturally, as an Italian, we don't even give gifts. We give money.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Just straight to the bag.
And you got to get the cousin, the one cousin that you trust, that you know whose bills are paid to watch the bag.
Everybody can't trust everybody.
No, not all the cousins. My cousin Johnny's not allowed near the bag.
So, Jacque, what do you think about this? People showing up, they don't have a gift or anything, a card, nothing.
I think it's okay. I mean,
Really?
I do. I think that if you can afford it, like times are tough for a lot of people, and I don't think that there should be a bride and a groom should go into a wedding. Calm down.
I know, girl.
Let me hear me out. Wanting a return on your investment. I mean, if you're okay as a bride or a groom receiving a card saying thank you and maybe $5.
No, Jacque.
Calm down. Okay.
I think we've gotten too carried away with this. I'm throwing this fabulous party. It's going to cost this much for you to come. I deserve a gift. I think you should want people's presence to be your present. And if you're, I do.
Well, then people better step it up.
I do. I think that weddings have gotten too expensive and too extravagant, and I think a lot of bride and grooms want gifts and money and things like that as a return on all this money.
Yeah.
And maybe we should, you know,
Go
pare
back.
down a smaller ceremony. Well, and if somebody is mad at you for not bringing a gift, then are they really a friend?
Okay, now here's my take
baby.
on it. I do not bring gifts to the wedding, but here's why.
Oh, why?
I love it.
I gotta make sure you're gonna stick. I wanna make sure that the marriage is gonna last at least 9 months. Now, if you make that 9-month
You're gonna get a gift?
then I will send you your gift in the mail, baby.
Really?
Yes, I will.
Okay,
yes, I
that's
will.
very interesting. Because I come.
But you know, etiquette says you have up until a year,
1 year.
after the wedding
Really?
to send gifts. So I'm perfectly aligned in etiquette,
Yeah.
but I'm also hedging my bets because this may or may not last. Okay? So
They're going to
that's what
talk
I'm giving.
about you for that first 9 months until that gift shows up.
Yeah, but if they're classy people, then they know etiquette-wise, I have until a year.
But who pays attention to 9 months and has it on their calendar?
I
than
do,
a year.
because you already know. Remember when Kim Kardashian got married for like 4 days?
Yes, that's
we
right.
We all remember.
Yes.
We were like, dang, it's over already. It's only been 3 months. Yeah, okay.
But that's a good point. Does it matter what wedding number this is? Like, if you're getting married for a second time, I mean, I'm not trying to set you up for your relationship if you already have a house.
If you get married a third time, you don't get a gift from me. Yeah.
If you've attended all 3 weddings, maybe you don't get a gift. But if you've only, this is your first one, mind your business and give me my gift.
You get a punch card.
You know what I mean?
You get a punch card.
And I feel like, with Jacque, to your point, I do feel like you are there. You're there to bless them as well.
Right, because people have flown in, they're staying in a hotel sometimes, even if it's not a destination
But
wedding.
also, you know, a person typically is getting married and they need things, and so like I always get everybody a gravy bowl or one little thing, so you can build your little. No, it ain't no Tiffany bowl. No, all of that.
No, I'll get a gift. I don't have a problem with giving a gift. What I'm saying is, if someone does not give a gift, I don't think you hold it against them.
Well, you
gotta go to
definitely
Home Goods and get
you
a
don't
thing
invite
gift.
them to the second and the third wedding
That's
if they
right.
ain't gave you nothing for the first
That's
one.
right.
You should not invite people to get a gift.
So we're gonna
Cover your plate.
move on. So Jacque,
Okay.
you got stuff on your mind. What do you want to discuss?
Well, the babies at work, you know,
Okay.
these young adults, they think that it is okay to have workplace romance.
Woo!
Yes, because they feel that, hey, you know, you work a lot, you spend a lot of time, you're
hours.
getting to know people.
Yeah.
Why not, if a romance starts bubbling, why not pursue that?
Okay.
I feel like that is a problem at Jump. It's no, no, and no.
Really?
Yes, because they're just, you know, kids, they just want to be wild and free. But the issues that have existed since the beginning of time with workplace romances still exist. So it could be problematic. It could be all gravy, you know what I mean? And y'all end up dating a long time, getting married, having kids. But if you don't, if you end up breaking up, then it's a problem.
Okay.
And it could be a big problem.
All right, well, Tammy, what do you say about workplace romances?
Well, I think we just worked really hard to make it so they didn't have an imbalance of power.
Okay.
Right? We worked really hard to set the precedent so no one could hold that above you.
Yeah.
And now they're going to try to break all that. I don't understand what the point was of us fighting for women and for even men to have that security at work. I also think that you have to be very selective of who sees you naked.
Okay.
Okay.
As far as like
because
coworkers.
are you okay? Like if it doesn't work out, if you're sitting at the kitchen, the company kitchen, and that person has seen you naked, are you going to be okay?
Yeah.
Right? Can you understand that sometimes you're going to have to go back and work with those people? And they have and no one is shy anymore. They will tell all your business to everybody, and they might even filmed it.
But to your point, nobody is shy anymore, so my pictures are already on the OnlyFans. So I'm not worried about it. Sherri, I'm gonna tell you this.
Yes.
For me, I want to get a job just so I can have the opportunity to have a workplace romance.
Have a workplace romance.
I'm about ready to get a job. You know I don't work nowhere. But I would love, as a matter of fact, no, I do have a radio show, right?
Yes.
And so every Friday,
Yes.
my radio show, I go in looking cute. Because I'm hoping to attract a coworker or something.
Coworkers.
I'm hoping
But what if it goes left, Bevy?
But you know I'm a Scorpio, so you know, baby.
All right.
It could go wrong for them. It's not gonna go wrong for me.
But they can cause a problem for you because people show up at work as their representative. You don't know how someone is at home.
You don't know how nobody is
Well, that's
anyway.
what. No, but in a
least they have a
relationship,
job.
at least you have an opportunity to go on dates and get to know someone outside of work.
But
You're
keep
judging
it private.
someone.
That's the thing. Keep it private. But everybody knows when somebody.
They know.
I'm about to meet up in the kitchen and look at you and give you a wink. And
It's a
you put
problem.
some extra sugar in my bowl and you know all the things, darling.
You remember that when we were younger, messing around with somebody at work, you find a little nook and
I
cranny
worked in fashion, so it was all gay men
that's
and
the whole
Bevy,
thing.
so I didn't have that opportunity. I didn't have that opportunity.